Hello, how are you? Excellent. Welcome to the lesson of words with silent letters. A silent letter is a letter that we don't say. This is one of the reasons why spelling. I myself hate spelling in English for this reason. And also pronunciation in English is so difficult. A lot of the times in these words, you will have letters, and most of the time your brain says, I have to say all of these letters. But, oh no, not these ones. These words all contain a secret silent letter. I've broken them down into categories for you. So the first one, the first three, the silent letters at the beginning of the word, and then the next four, they're in the middle of the word. Once you learn to do this, it becomes easier, your pronunciation improves, and maybe your spelling will get better. But there's always that beautiful thing called spell check that will help you. They even know this. So let's go dive right in here to the first one. The first letter is K, so we usually say K. If you look at this word, you would spell it canoe. Canoe. However, we don't say canoe. We reduce this to no. So not only the beginning letter K is silent, but the W is also silent. So instead of saying canal or canoe, we just say no. We use this like, do you know him? But again, the spelling, you have to spell it like this. With all of the words, you must spell it with the silent letters. If you don't, it's just not even a word. But when you say it, take the silent letter out. Next one is knee. The part of your leg that connects your thigh to your calf is called your knee. Got a foot here. So the joint that moves your leg in the middle is a knee, not knee. Looks like knee. Next one is a knife, not knife. I remember being a child and I would think of the word as knife. And then when I learned that it was the thing on the table that goes with the fork, I was very confused. My parents told me it's not a knife, it's a knife. So, happy, young Ronnie. Next one is knit. Knit is something that you can do. Mostly women knit, but you take thread or yarn or wool and you stitch it together and you can make a sweater or a scarf. You might see we use knitting needles and you're actually looping the fabric together from a ball. Yay! This looks like spaghetti, but it's not, it's knit. And the next one is knuckle. Knuckle is the place on your hand. We have two knuckles. We have here and here. Some people, like me, crack their knuckles. Oh, some people really hate that. Yay, it worked. So, the part on your hand here are called your knuckles, not your knuckles. Good. Next one. These are words that we do not say the P. The first one's a really long word. It means psychology. Anytime you see the word ology in English, you can remember it's the study of something. So, psi is the study of the mind. So, anytime you have the word psi, it means mind, and ology is study. So, psychology is the study of the mind. And actually, we say this like a K. So, this is psychology with the silent P. The next one is a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist is a doctor who can prescribe you medication if you have a psychological problem. Again, we take out the P and it's psychiatrist. We change the CH to a K. And last one is a illness that I had when I was 5 years old, I remember. I thought I had diarrhea, but I actually had pneumonia. I couldn't say this word when I was a child. I looked at it and went, penne, diarrhea. I remember I was 6 years old and I was in kindergarten and I had to go to the hospital because I had pneumonia, not diarrhea. Next one is the W. The W with the R, it overpowers it. We don't say the W when we say this word wrap. There are two meanings if you look at this. Wrap means to cover something in paper. But if you actually spell it without the W, rap is a kind of music. Yo. So rap without the W. Next one is wrinkle. Wrinkle are the lines in your face as you get older. If you make strange faces, you get lines in your face. These are called wrinkles. The other kind of wrinkle is if you wash your clothes. I hope you wash your clothes. When you wash your clothes and you take them out of the washing machine, they have many folds in them. Some people like to iron their clothes. I don't. When you iron it, it takes the folds or the wrinkles out. Next one is, for all you Star Trek fans out there, Wrath. Famously, the Wrath of Khan. I have no idea what the Wrath of Khan is, but I will tell you that the W is silent, so don't say it. Next one is right. It has the exact same pronunciation as this, meaning your right hand. Right is what I just did here on the board. Pronunciation is the same as this. Again, we don't say the W. And last one, wrist. Do you know what your wrist is? Your wrist is this part of your hand, so you have of your arm. So you have your hand, your wrist, and then the rest of your arm. So the W again is silent. Okay, moving right along. We're going to go to where the silent letters are in the middle of the word. These you have probably heard 100 times if you're studying English. You look at this word and go, schualde, kualde, and ualde. And then people look at you funny and you're like, what? I, Schuald, I've studied pronunciation on ingvid.com. All of these L's are silent. So it sounds like should, could, and the thing that we get from trees, would. That's easier. Next one. These two words, aisle and aisle, are the same words. They also sound like this. The S in these words are silent. We don't say isle and isle. We say aisle, aisle, aisle. This aisle is a small island. This aisle is, if you're on an airplane or a bus or a train, it's the place that you walk between the seats. We also would use this in a movie theater. So if you go in an airplane, there are the seats, and then the place that you walk down is called the aisle. Okay? This word is really, really common because we have bank cards. And when you go to a store, people will say, would you like to use your debit card? Huh? Debit card. But this word is different. This word is debt. Debit is actually, there we go, D-E-B-I-T. We have to say the B-I-T when we say debit, but this word is debt. And if you use your debit card too much, you become in debt. In debt means you do not have money and you owe or have to give people money. So it's not debit, like debit card, it's debt. Next one is doubt. It looks like doubt. It's not doubt, it's doubt. When you doubt something, it means you do not think it is true or real. So I can say, I doubt that your debit card will work. Got it? The next and the last one in our beautiful list of silent letters is the letter T. This is one of the most popular letters in the English language. But for this one, We don't even get to say it. The first word is listen. We don't say listen, we say listen. Listen is like hearing. You do it with your ears. The next one is soften. Soften means to make something soft or not as hard. So for example, if you have a really dark, deep, heavy voice, you can soften your voice and make it lighter or not as hard or harsh. Then we have a really, really common word that I hear a lot of people say, castle. It's not castle, it's castle. A castle is a place a long, long time ago where kings or queens or very rich people would live. My attempt to draw a castle will not be that good. Just believe me when I tell you it's a big house where kings and queens live. And the last one is often. Now, I would say this word often. I actually pronounce the T sound in it, but most people don't. In North America, people would say often. I'm inclined to say often. It's your choice. From this lesson, if you want to say often, the T is silent, that's perfect. So, when you're in your castle and you're in debt because you've used your debit card too much, don't cry. Don't worry. Go to Ingvid. Check out some more lessons. Bye.